What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. Today, we're going over Mr. XL, Xavier Legette, Panthers newest receiver, rookie receiver, first round pick. But before we go over him and talk about what he brings to the offense, I want to go over some of the biggest plays from the receivers last year. And the receivers we had last year who played, right? We had Mingo, we had DJ, and we had Adam. So we're going to take a look at the three of those guys real quick and look at some of their biggest plays and see if there's anything in common with each other, what stands out, what separates them, right? And then what is Xavier going to bring to this offense, man? Let's jump into the film. All right, guys, now we're in the film room. The first play we're going to look at right here is Adam Thielen. Now, we know what we're getting out of Adam, right? We're getting somebody who does a great job in zone coverages, knows how to find the weak spot. When it comes to man-to-man, as we're going to see right here, once again, great route runner. Take a look at this right here. So as we take a look at this play right here, Adam's going to see the single high safety. So he's going to give the guy an outside burst, as you're going to see. Here's the thing. The DB is expecting inside help from the guy dropping right here. Take a look. He's expecting inside help. So he's going to shade Adam that way, right? Adam gets deep enough behind this guy right here in front of the safety. He's going to cut, and he's going to be wide open. Adam cut a ton of balls. And here was the problem with Adam really being that top guy. Opponents were putting their best DB on him. So once Adam catches it, like I said before, he's only going to get you that 10 to 15 yards. We need somebody else to kind of open up that offense. I think Xavier's going to do that. Let's keep this thing going. The next play we're going to look at, take a look. We got Adam in the slot, and this shows you once again a very smart receiver instantly turns around and starts to gravitate towards the middle of the field. Take a look at this right here. So if you take a look right here, Adam's watching two things. He's watching this DB. At the beginning, you're going to see the DB. He's going to come play the flat, right? What's the linebacker doing right here? That's Adam's other worry. Because if you take a look right here, you get your backer in the middle. If he goes over here, Adam's not going to be open. But what's the backer do? He's going to gravitate towards the other side. Adam's going to notice that, and right away he's looking at Bryce. And he doesn't just stand in one spot either, right? Take a look at this. He doesn't just stand right there, starts to gravitate over here, but not too much because there's that backer right there. Smart play by Adam. Let's keep this thing going. All right, guys. Next up is going to be DJ right here, Mr. DJ Chark. Now, there's a couple things I want to throw at you guys real quick when it comes to DJ. There was only 3 times last year in the 15 games he played where he had more than 50 yards receiving. Only 3 times. Now, he played in about 15 games. Only 3 times did he get over 50 yards. And here's the other crazy number I'm going to throw out at you. Only once did DJ have more than 4 catches in a game. He had 4 catches against Seattle when Bryce Young was out. And then he had 6 catches against Green Bay. Those were his 2 highest totals. Now, with that being said, obviously, not all of that is on DJ. Part of that is on the offense, the scheme, which we talked about a lot last year. So we're not going to spend too much time on that. Part of that's Bryce Young, and part of that is obviously on him. But that just shows you how this team was set up last year. The team was set up to just try and get playmakers. It didn't fit the scheme at all. And we talked a lot about that last year too, right? Players they brought in, they drafted, just did not fit the scheme. The biggest one was obviously Frank and Bryce Young. It didn't make sense. Because if you take a look at Frank's offense from the past, Bryce Young was not going to fit that, right? You take a look at Bryce Young, what he did at Bama, it's obvious him and Frank were not going to mesh. That's why I'm happy with what Dan and Dave are doing. They're getting guys to fit the schemes, right? They're getting guys to fill in the weakest points on this team. So far I'm happy with what they've been doing. DJ obviously is a playmaker, but as the numbers say for themselves, only 1 time you had more than 4 catches. Probably not going to work on this team. Again, it's a different offense now. We'll see what happens. He's a Charger. Good luck to him. Let's keep this thing going. All right, guys. Last but not least is Mr. Mingo right here, Jonathan Mingo. And here's the thing with Mingo. I've been pretty hard on Mingo for the last year or so, right? But as I go through the film and take a step back, I'm like, oh, Mingo's kind of nice. Mingo's kind of nice. If you don't believe me, man, let's run through the film. Be honest with yourself, though. Be honest. Let's take a look at Mingo's film. So the first play we're going to look at right here, you got Mingo in the slot. You got DJ going to motion right here. Now watch Mingo. It looks to be man-to-man coverage. Almost like a post corner route as you're going to see. And look at the separation he's going to create. We looked at Adam's top plays. We looked at DJ's top plays. We did not see this. Let's run this back real quick. Take a look right here. This might be something Dave can work with. Take a look at the separation. We're going to pause it right here. I mean, Mingo has dusted this dude ankles right. Take a look at this. Good throw from Bryce right there too. This right here is what I want to see from Mingo. Not really the drag routes. I want to see these deep routes from Mingo. Like I've said all year, this is where he excels. Let's keep it going. Next up, we're going to see Mingo in the slot. Once again, take a look what happens right here. Does a great job reading the defender. The second he sees the defender go down to pick up the receiver going in motion, he slips out. Take a look at this one more time. You're going to have Amir going in motion. He's watching the defender, sees his eyes going back here, and what is Mingo do? He slips out. As you're going to see, outside receiver takes his guy in, and then Mingo slips out the back, man. Great, smart play by Mingo. Let's keep this thing going. Next play we're going to look at right here against the Falcons. You're going to see Mingo once again making moves on these corner routes. Let's run this back real quick. I think last year I got so frustrated with Mingo, I kind of had a clouded judgment. But take a look at this right here. The safety's going to jump down on that thinking Bryce is going to throw right here, right? That safety, take a look at this. He's going to jump down on that. And then look at Mingo, man. Look at Mingo creating that separation once again. This defender is a good 2-3 yards behind him right there, man. And then look at that separation right there. If it was a better throw from Bryce, he might be gone. I'm not going to lie to you. He might be gone on that. I mean, maybe not. DJ's guy kind of fell down. But you guys get where I'm going. Let me know what you guys think of Mingo. I kind of have high hopes. You know, I look at the Bucs offense from last year and what Dave could do with them. I see what Mingo did against the Saints and the Falcons. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Let's jump into X's film. All right, guys. Now it's time to take a look at X's highlights. From the jump, you're going to notice what he brings to the team right away. We did not see this from Adam, DJ, or Mingo. A contested catch. We didn't see it. Now, with that being said, obviously, we saw great separation, great route running. But did we see that big catch down the field, catching it over defender, the defender on him? No, we did not see that. And that's something that the Panthers need, right? They need somebody who can go up and get those deep balls. And I think that's what you get from Xavier Legette, man. But let's keep this thing going because I promise he offers a lot more to this team. Let's check out the next play. Next play we're going to look at, you got Xavier right here running a crosser. Take a look what happens right here. Look at that separation he creates. Now we have that, but what we don't have is something like this. Somebody who's got that acceleration. Take a look right here. As you're going to see, he's going to run the crosser route. He's going to get it about right here. Now he's going to catch it at the 45. Take a look what he does. 50, 55, 40, 35, 30-yard line. Now with that being said, we do have to remember that obviously college versus NFL type speed, it's a little bit different. But still, having a guy who has that second, third, fourth gear is something that the Panthers absolutely need. Adam, great route runner. Mingo, great deep route runner. But now you bring an X to the equation, man. That is what I'm talking about. Let's keep it going. So on this play right here, we're going to have Xavier lined up as the outside receiver. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, I accidentally clipped out the last second to him bringing this down. But as you're going to see, man, once again, another contested catch. This is what he brings to the team. We have great route running, deep and short routes, right? But we need somebody on that 3rd and 5, that 3rd and 4, maybe a 3rd and 7. Somebody who can go up and get it with the defender on him. That is what I'm talking about, man. Let's check out our last play. All right, guys, right here is going to be our last play. You got Xavier right here. It looks to be 3rd down. He runs a pretty good route if you ask me. The throw's a little bit high, and unfortunately, he doesn't get to the 1st down. But if you take a look right here, I think he runs a pretty good route. Take a look. He's going to cut right there, have a little bit of separation. If the QB puts it out here, I think it's a 1st down. But as you're going to see, it's a little bit high, but once again, he still comes down with it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. As you can see, Xavier brings a level of physicality to this receiving core that we didn't have last year at any point. You know, Amir Smith-Marset, he brought some speed, some acceleration, but we never had physicality, right? I never felt like we had a receiver who was going to win that one-on-one every time. Adam, great route runner. Mingo wasn't used right. TMJ, I don't know what happened there. And Amir Smith-Marset brought speed, but we needed that physicality, and I feel like that's what Xavier brings, man. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. More content coming soon.